Welcome back, everybody, to the channel here. If we got some sparring, as always. Best thing to do is to do jujitsu. So we start standing here. I'm always gonna be looking for a low single. Seems to be the only kind of take that I am good at in no gis. So, but here I tried to go for Nagoshi off the underhook, but he stayed heavy with the hips, so I wasn't able to get that. So we go trying to get some arms, and he goes for a double leg off the 2-on-1. But I sprawl, but he kept going with it and was rewarded for the tenacity. So here I am inside control, and I'm trying to create space so that I can get my knee inside, but he has his leg lacing, or I'm sorry, he has his arm lacing my leg, so I can't really get the space that I want. So we kind of have to turn away from him. So I turtle up here. He has a body lock almost, and he goes for the hand over the shoulder, and it looks like maybe he wants to drag me down, possibly take my back here. I'm always cautious of that whenever an opponent has me in this position. Weary of them stepping over like that, stepping over to grab a hook. But here I off balance him as I grab his leg here. So I get up to side control, controlling the hips, staying heavy, slowly inching and creeping myself to a better position without allowing him to gain any kind of ground or control. We're kind of getting off of camera here, but I maintain the control over his hips using my elbow, not letting him retain any kind of guard, always being cautious of that as well. So I think I have an arm here. No, he's just framing away. He frames away, and I'm able to maybe turn it around. We're on the edge, and we reset here. So here from the knees or from the ground, I'm always engaging in a butterfly position. But he steps in, I go to do some guard work, open guard stuff. Maybe invert a little bit, but being that here in our class, in our academy, we have been drilling a lot of guard passing. It's not very good, or not, he's just sharp on his open guard passing techniques. So here I am able to control one arm with my leg, and I have my knee inside his inner thigh, but I need to hook. Here I'm looking for a triangle because I have his arm trapped with both legs of mine, and I'm going to get my hips up near me and push his head into my lap, and that's what I do right there. Bam. And so I'm able, now I have his head and arm controlled on one side, and I'm looking for a Kimura on the other side. You can't really tell from this position of where the camera is at. That's what I am doing there. My triangle hold wasn't very secure. I could feel him just slipping away. But as I was doing that, I kind of had the control. I was maintaining control over his head and shoulder while trying to get the Kimura on the near shoulder. But I just wasn't able to get either. It's just one tough guy, which is great. And so here he gets out, open guard. I go to maybe look for a sweep off the single leg X. But he gets control of my one ankle and sits back with straight ankle. and I'm wanting to get out of that. So I keep my leg straightened as much as possible. I try to roll away here. I get my ankle free somewhat, but it still has my knee, and I'm limited in what I can do. I can only roll. He has that outside ashi control over my leg there, which is always it's a hassle to deal with. My awareness and knowledge of leg locks isn't as sharp as it probably needs to be, or as I would like it to be. There's always areas for improvement, and so I keep my weight over my leg here on the mat. I have my whole knee bent. You can't really tell from in this position. I'm just kind of looking to keep my weight over my one leg and possibly peel one of his own legs off of me, and that did not work. He just was able to sweep me. But now the round is over and we proceed to the next round. And I think this next round I'm going with baby Julian here and Combach. So we start here again. Again, I want to be low. Looking for the low single. Keep it low. I want to have my arm touch the mat so that I can scoop the knee, get my head against the shin, and go for a takedown. But I wasn't able to do that here. He scrambled out of it. We get back up. And let's see what he does here. He goes for the head tie. I go for a head tie. I go for a single. Kind of falls with it a little bit. Maybe trying to get me to some type of guard position. He has his almost like a guillotine type hold over me. He abandons that. I stay heavy, wanting control of that far hip where my hand is at. You can barely tell, but so I step out of the guard position that he has me in. I stay heavy inside. From here, I'm trying to just establish control so that I can proceed to the next move. Ideally a submission, but if another position of control, that is sufficient. And I have the near side arm trapped with my thigh and arm. I stay heavy, try to keep that arm, go to Kezigatami. I'm looking for try to pin his arm under my leg so that I can get a triangle here. But I wasn't able to get that. He knows what to do. So as he's moving with the Kezigatame pressure, I hit into him. So we go off screen here, but I want to take the time. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, add a comment below. What do you like about Jiu-Jitsu? What's your favorite submission? And here we got two guys coming up in front of the camera here. Let's see what they do. So we go head tie, collar tie, maybe a snap down possibly. Goes over tie, control of the wrist, and goes for a single leg, and he goes to jump guard now. He jumps guard. When in guard position, you want to be looking for sweeps. Oh, we got the arm. Just but as he rolls him over, he still has the headlock position. The headlock position isn't any good. The person in the blue rash guard could have moved to his side and done the headlock escape. But now he goes full Nelson to control him, half Nelson to flip him over. In he goes. Side control pressure here. Almost a 100 kilo type situation. Maybe it looks like he wanted to staple the arm here. Then he rolls him into a full mounted position. But looks like here we are back into the roll, into the camera's perspective, and we are scrambling. And we're in total position. He turtles up. I want to get that hook inside. I need to control one wrist at least. Here he postures up, and there's plenty of space for me to get my hook inside. And as he's fighting to escape back control, I mount. And here from mount, we have a high mount, and possibly can try and control one arm. There's a modified S mount that's available to me if I can push one side over to the other and trap it with my rib. And I think that's what I do here, if I remember correctly. Right there, I believe here. Yeah. So I trap the arm, working for a modified S mount, and I just wasn't heavy enough. I didn't have enough top pressure for him to stay put. And so he presses forward, and I'm upside down looking for some kind of control. I go X guard, single leg X, sweep him down, looking for a heel hook finish here. I don't have absolute control. And he's conscious that he needs to get his knee free. And here we almost run into another group of students sparring. And here we reset to a single leg X. Let's see what we do. Reverse de la Hiva, pardon me. So I try to invert, and here we are. The same position that we have been drilling. And he's done good to remember it. And I go for a De La Hiva, posture up, and the round is over. Excellent round. Thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Os.